Hello everyone, and welcome back to the world of Thetis. Today, we are going to be adventuring by doing the Shepherding Wolves questline. So this is main plot material. We're going to see what's going on with that. In addition, there may be a side quest that we turn in later on, and also we may pick up some other miscellaneous quests like this one here. But I want to stick to doing one thing at a time, so today we're just going to start with the Shepherding Wolves main plot and see what this is all about. All I know for sure is that we have to see the Chantry sister is waiting in a safe house near the Lowtown Bazaar. So let's get over there and see what's going on. Okay, so here we are in front of Petrice's safe house. Apparently the Chantry sister should be in here, so let's check in here and see what is happening in here. Whoa, easy there, bud. Jeez, weapon drawn?
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
An escort? So you need me for an escort?
If this is criminal, I already have enough trouble.
I should think you're about to have more. I am Sister Petrice. This is my burden of charity.
What the fuck is that?
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
Why do you want him to be free?
I've had dealings with the Qunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader? If you have interacted with Qunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arishok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
Yeah, why protect him in secret?
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Qunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Qunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Qunari heresy cannot be ignored?
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawk.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Qunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
Will he help? If I trust him at all?
I don't know his capabilities or if he can function at all in that collar, but I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled. Qunari or not, I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
And if you're wrong, I have to deal with it.
That is why I went to Lowtown. You are either capable of the discretion and skill that I need, or you are not.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
I had never thought about the plight of mages among the Qunari. But it seems they are even more oppressed than we are.
That is obviously not an option. You must avoid incident with the guards. I cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Qunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
Okay, so she wants to prove how brutal Qunari are to their own? Okay, but how does this prove that? And why are we doing this in secret? This is incredibly vague. All I know is he's one of the former Tal-Eb. He's a mage, and she wants him to be free. And I don't understand why. So this is actually a very confusing questline so far. I'm not understanding. I'm not putting all the pieces together. That could just be my fault, but I don't know. Let's just keep going and hopefully things clear up for me. Okay. Alright, here we are.
I would not approve of coming here to avoid the
There's
crowd.
already tons of stuff down here. Spiders and everything. Whoa, that was close. Ah, I see those traps now.
No talk and no fight. This Qunari's not much of a traveling partner.
Yeah, he's not saying a word. Uh-oh.
Ah, look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of
Jesus.
Qunari lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who will pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers.
Uh-oh.
You want us bound, like this thing? I'll see you dead first.
Oh, what just happened?
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Finally, he starts to attack. Oh, no, he's just gonna stand there. Okay. Just gonna stand there.
Bianca, you minx! That was beautiful!
Oh, wait, there's more. Are you gonna say something,
Danger
dude?
has passed, Katojan. Calm your... Did you react because your lead was threatened?
Okay. So he's
How
slow.
much of this is just blind instinct, I wonder? You can't gesture or stomp your feet twice for yes or something.
The sister has assumed a great deal from a few grunts and twitches.
Yeah, she has.
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something? Right. Could have expected that answer. Keep control, and remember who is on your side. Of course. I expected no different.
Well, he seems harmless. He seems like a good person, I guess. Quest updated. Lead the Qunari mage out of Darktown. Yeah, let's just keep it going. We gotta go this way. We're going the wrong direction. Anything in that chest that's valuable? No, not really. We've already got really good gear. I don't think I'll ever get gear that's better than this stuff that I have right now. So let's just get out of here, and hopefully this guy can be on his way. Alright, bro. You're good to go. Wide open plains in front of you. Oceans, islands. Go enjoy yourself. Oh, shit. Ah, Tal-Eb.
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Saarebas at your heel. The members of his Karatam were killed by Tal-Eb, but their disposal leads only here, to Saarebas and you.
Wait a minute. The members of his Karatam? What is a Karatam?
I just got here, coming from the other way. If there was a trail, I didn't leave it.
Yet you are here with Saarebas. The crime is his freedom, his leash held by unknowing Basra. We will not allow that danger to continue. Let your own mages doom you. Saarebas will be properly confined.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Saarebas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
Wait, what?
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Saarebas in your care is Morozik75, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Saarebas who lose their Avarad. There is no greater threat to their control.
What is an Aravad? Arvarad? What is that? Yeah.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Saarebas?
Saarebas is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
Oh, okay.
And you are Avarad?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who leave the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
It's kind of confusing.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Saarebas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Saarebas have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
Yeah. Huh.
Like so many others.
Yep.
We leash Saarebas because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
Are mages like Anders so dangerous? He's given no reason to fear him yet.
You waste your breath. He'll never tolerate my kind.
You are Saarebas? Bas Saarebas? Vashedan! Neira Setar Karasam! You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your death.
What the?
But we're no threat to each other.
Bas Saarebas, you will be no threat to anyone.
Whoa. What the hell? Okay, that was not a good choice to make then.
Go down! Enough! So much blood!
Oh, Jesus.
Can you stand?
Oh, that thing is like controlling him. What the? What the?
I am
Oh, he can speak.
unbound. Odd. Wrong.
But you deserve honor. You are now Basvarad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of our Varad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
Fuck the Qun, dude.
I went to all this trouble and you still want to die.
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Yeah, it is kind of hard to grasp.
Arvarad couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death, too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. Asit Tal-Eb. It is to be.
Shoot. Either he can join the Tal-Vashoth or go back to the sister.
Others of your kind live outside the Qun. You could join them.
They are not my kind. I am Quinari. They are not.
They have chosen to be free.
Free? They have refused what they are. I can't choose to not be.
Petrice might take you back, if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
I mean, do what the hell you want, dude. I don't care.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basvarad. Remember this day.
I don't know. I think he's an idiot. Did he just set himself on fire? Wow. That's kind of cool, actually. So, I think...
The creature was free.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Petrice set a trail right to us.
If this was her doing, I have a few questions for her.
Okay, so she set a trail right to us. Let's look at our codex entries. There are some interesting things that I think we need to read about. It's these two things about the Qunari. So let's read these one at a time, and it'll probably clear up some things. As far as I understand what's going on, that guy that just died, he was basically a mage, which is they need to be controlled or something. But he wasn't a Tal-Vashoth, but he couldn't follow the Qun. I don't know. It was very confusing. I'm sorry, guys. I just didn't understand. But anyway, the Qunari, Asit, maybe somebody in the comments can explain to me what the hell just happened. All of those big words kind of confused me. But maybe somebody can explain to me what the heck just happened. It's not clear why he needs to die. What these people were that were outside the cave. What were they trying to do? All of it was so incredibly vague. Anyway, so let's read this. Maybe some of these lore books will clear things up. The Qunari, Asit Tal-Eb. When the Ashkari looked upon the destruction wrought by locusts, he saw at last the order in the world. A plague must cause suffering for as long as it endures. Earthquakes must shatter the land. They are bound by their being. Asit Tal-Eb, it is to be. For the world and the self are one. Existence is a choice. A self of suffering brings only suffering to the world. It is a choice, and we can refuse it. An excerpt from the Canto 4. Suffering is a choice, and we can refuse it? Okay. The Qunari, Saarebas. Okay, maybe this will explain it? The Qun teaches that all living things have a place and a purpose, and only when they are in the correct place and in control of their own self may a being attain balance. When balance is lost, suffering follows. Mastery of the self is therefore the first and greatest duty. Okay, so discipline. Basically, if you're not disciplined, then chaos will ensue. Those born with magic are at a terrible disadvantage, for demons can always rob them of their self. Because of this, the Quinari name them Saarebas, meaning dangerous thing, and treat them with the utmost caution. Saarebas must be carefully controlled by someone else, an Ervarad, one who holds back evil. Okay, this is finally sort of explaining it, because they cannot truly control themselves. The evil is not the mage, but the loss of the mage's self, and the suffering that inevitably follows. The Qunari pity and honor the Saarebas, for striving while under constant threat from within is truly selfless, which is the highest virtue of the Qun. From the writings of the seer of Kant AR 841 Blessed. So what is the reason that he needs to die, though? Is it he needs to die because he fought back? I wish I would have been able to read those lore books before doing that quest. That would have made it at least a little less confusing. And then there's Talismen of Saarebas. A simple shape on a leather cord, the uneven polish is not a failure of workmanship, rather the result of exacting and repeated study by powerful hands. Black glimmers curl just beneath a surface that should be solid, and there are glimpses of a core that seems to be carved from a piece of horn. Gaze for more than a moment, and it seems to stir something in an uncommonly dark corner of the mind, coaxing out a familiar primeval emotion, want. It is impossible to say whether Saarebas intend this as reinforcement or restriction. At the moment, it simply is. This secret thing was never meant for the eyes of another. Okay, so that's apparently one of these necklaces, the Talisman of Saarebas. Each point of health provides additional mana. That's like an actual... that's some pretty intense stuff. That's like blood magic going on there, which we don't want. Meryl and Sebastian and Fenris, we don't have those, but eventually we need to put those on. Okay, so I guess that is odd. We need to return to Petrice and ask her why she set us up to run into the Qunari that are the leash holders of those Saarebas. Yeah, so let's go back. Okay, let's figure out what the heck's her problem. Like, what's going on here?
Leave nothing. It must be clean, with no ties. Hawk. It was Hawk, right? From the streets. You took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
You know what we faced.
Mind your tongue, Ferelden.
Please, do speak your mind.
The bodies of the mages Karatam led right to us. Why?
You come back speaking their language and think to lecture me? If such a plot existed, if the Qunari had murdered you for trying to help their slave mage, then yes, someone might have found that useful. It would have cast doubt on appeasement. Perhaps your death would have been a tragic necessity. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. But all we have now are dead Qunari and the word of a sympathizer.
Your Ketogen killed himself rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would. My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
If. Perhaps. Why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug? You are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
What?
We'll be hearing from that.
Well, I'm sorry, guys, but I was at complete and utter confusion. I have no idea what she was trying to do, why she was trying to do it, what her goals were, what the... like, what? None of it made any sense to me. I'm not understanding the plot there. So someone's going to have to explain this one to me, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to name this episode, like, most confusing questline ever. So that one's done. We're not going to be doing the Deep Roads expedition yet, though. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be going around and looking for other little quests that we can do, and we're also going to be turning in other side quests that are easy to complete. So let's make this one active, and let's get going. I'm really looking forward to someone explaining this to me, because I am completely lost. I'm going to have to, like, go to the wiki and, like, study this quest in high detail for me to understand what just happened. So let's get out of here. And it's weird because, like, I've understood every quest that's happened so far. This is the first one that's, like, confused me. Okay, so let's go back. The remains of a missionary sister who sought to bring the chant of light to the dark places of Kirkwall. Yes, indeed. We need to take her remains to the Chantry, I believe, because they are the ones that likely are interested in them. Okay, so this is probably who would know about these bodies. So let's see if Brother Plinth, the archivist, would know about this.
Did you misplace this?
Bless my full spirit, I never thought I'd see that again. Thank you.
Did you just misplace this whole freaking body? Did you just misplace this rotting corpse? That's not... Oh my god. Okay, so we see a lore book here. Par Vollen, the occupied north. We might gonna have to pull up the map on this one. In the 30th year of the Steel Age, the first Qunari ships first sighted off the coast of Par Vollen in the far north, marking the beginning of a new age of warfare. History calls this the First Qunari War, but it was mostly a one-sided bloodbath, with the Qunari advancing far into the mainland. Qunari warriors in glittering steel armor carved through armies with ease. Their cannons, the likes of which our ancestors had never seen, reduced city walls to rubble in a matter of seconds. Stories of Qunari occupation vary greatly. It is said they dismantled families and sent captives to learning camps for indoctrination into their religion. Those who refused to cooperate disappeared to mines or construction camps. For every tale of suffering, however, there is another of enlightenment deriving from something called the Qun. This is either a philosophical code or a written text that governs all aspects of Qunari life, perhaps both. One converted Saharan reported pity for those who refused to embrace the Qun, as if the conquerors had led him to a sort of self-discovery. For all my life I followed the Maker wherever his path led me, he wrote. But in the Qun I have found the means to travel my own path. Wow, so he's been converted. It has been said that the most complete way to wipe out a people is not with blades, but with books. Thankfully, a world that had repelled 4 blights would not easily bow to a foreign aggressor, and so the exalted marches began. The greatest advantage of the Chantry-led forces was the Circle of Magi. For all their technology, the Qunari appeared to harbor great hatred for magic. Faced with cannons, the Chantry responded with lightning and balls of fire. Yeah, I think the lightning and balls of fire would probably outdo some cannons. The Qunari armies lacked the sheer numbers of humanity. So many were slain at Marnis Pel, on both sides, that the veil is said to be permanently sundered, the ruins still plagued by restless corpses. But each year the Chantry pushed further and further into the Qunari lines, although local converts to the Qun proved difficult to return to Andraste's teachings. Wow. By the end of the Storm Age, the Qunari were truly pushed back. Ravain was the only human land that retained the Qunari religion after being freed, and its rulers attempted to barter a peace. Most human lands signed the Lomiran Accord, accepting the Tevinter Imperium. It is a shaky peace that has lasted to this day. From the Exalted Marches, an examination of Chantry warfare by Sister Petrine, Chantry scholar. Wow. Okay, so, they came to a peace, and they signed the Lomiran Accord, which we have read about in the past. It was some sort of treaty to end the hostilities between the Qun and the human races, I believe. So yeah, that was some heavy stuff, but apparently that is the first kind of encounter with the Qunari was at Vollen in the occupied north. So let us continue searching. We're almost, if you look at our journal, we've only got the Deep's Road expeditions and then these three here. Now I believe these two are DLCs, A Momentum of the Past and Mark of the Assassin. I think that these are DLCs that I read that I shouldn't do them really until Act 3-ish. So the Black Emporium, though, is apparently some location that I can visit. It's not a big deal, but I think I can do this one. But first, I just want to finish any other small things that might still need to be done in the different zones. I'm getting pretty close to actually going to Act 2. I'm excited to get to Act 2. I really am. So let's go ahead and see if we can find some more of those exclamation marks. Okay, so here in Hightown, we can see that there's at least a few quests. There's Magistrate Vanard, there's Worthy, Ghislaine de Carac, the First Sacrifice. Let's pick up some of these quests and get through them before moving on. Okay, Magistrate Vanard, what does he want?
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you.
How do you know
I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
Huh. That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important, job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Is there anything else I need to know?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
It'd be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
All right, fine.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Okay. The magistrate's orders. So basically, go to the old ruin outside the city and apprehend the escaped criminal for Magistrate Vanard. Now, apparently there's wild beasts that could be there. Now, this sounds like something I'm interested in doing and is easy to understand. So let's go over here. We need to go to the abandoned ruins. Curious. There are beasts in these abandoned ruins? Okay, at least these people are not trying to attack me.
I've been sent for the man you've cornered here in the ruins.
Ah, so you're the reinforcements the magistrate promised? The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little Shemlin children he's after.
Look at these guards. I doubt either of them has to worry about having pretty children.
That's not what I meant. The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her! I want him dead!
Oh, wait, he did?
My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes.
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name is Elren. I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts!
I mean, I care.
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
We're nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the magistrate won't take our word over his.
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
I'll tear his throat out myself.
Thank you, Sarah. You have no idea what this means.
You couldn't turn to the guards?
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these Shemlin. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
This murderer cannot be allowed to walk free.
Then that bastard will finally get what he deserves. Thank you.
Not wise, stranger. You try to take justice into your own hands, the magistrate'll have your head.
Only if it's reported.
Ooh.
I must do what is right.
Wow, okay, so kill the fugitive in the ruin of Elren, or capture him for magistrate. Okay, so I still can make the choice. I can understand that guy's, anger, totally. If this guy's just an elven baby killer, basically. Oh, here we go.
Go down!
I think I got blood on my coat.
What is this place? Oh god. Always with the spiders.
Take this!
Okay, I guess I can't go through that door. I have to go the long way around. What is this old ruin? Like, it's very, who built this? That's what I want to know. Who built this old ruin? It's kind of intricate. I want to go to the center just to see what's in the center. What's in here? Oh god, a ton of spiders. Oh, and there's actually an arcane horror. Let's get him. God. Come on. Where'd he go?
Die, bastard!
Wow, way over there?
I suffer no threat.
I'll deal with this!
Alright, we got the horror down.
You go through me before anyone else.
There's a lesson to be learned here. Messing with us is suicidal.
Oh, yeah, it sure is. What's this pile of bones all about? Oh, it's just gold. Okay, well, we have to get there, but it won't just let us go there. We gotta go all this long way around. Well, fine. We gotta go this long way. Whoa, who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, it's
Please,
the girl.
can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Yeah.
Leah, your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Kelder? So that's...
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
I don't see any injuries. Are you all right?
He hit me, told me I was nothing. I begged him to stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away and just started crying.
What?
Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'll have to remember to use that. A demon made me do it.
There are a lot of cruel people out there, Princess. Completely demon-free.
But it's true. How else could he do something like this? Please.
I'm taking Kelder back to Kirkwall. They'll figure out what to do with him there.
Maybe they can help him.
Why do you care
Run to
so
the
much?
entrance. You'll find your father there.
What do they call that? They call that some kind of syndrome. There's like something syndrome when you like fall in love with your captor or whatever. I forgot what the name is called, but I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about.
That's enough!
Alright, let's keep going. Are you still who's still fighting back there? Varric, get your ass over here. Alright. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
The Magistrate sent me. I've never even met your father.
He didn't tell you, did he? The Magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
I'm disgusted by the both of them.
I'm not here to discuss the Magistrate.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl, she had no right to be so beautiful, so perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others.
What the fuck, dude? Come on.
The Circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad. This isn't my fault.
Leah said you told her to run. Why?
I was crying, and she asked me if I was all right. After everything the demons made me do to her, she was concerned about me. How could I let them destroy something so good, so pure?
Let me get this straight. You torture and murder elven children for being too beautiful.
I didn't want to hurt them. They forced me.
Okay, you're done, dude.
Demons don't like it when they cry.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
You better believe it.
Just tell my father I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna push you right into one of those freaking lava
If
pits.
nothing short of killing you will stop this, then so be it. Goodbye, Kelder.
Some people are simply broken.
There we go. Now no more problems. No more dead elves. No more issues. Perfect. Problem solved, bro. I just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this.
You saved her. My little girl. I didn't dare hope... Did you find that monster? Is he dead?
He won't harm Leah or anyone else ever again.
I didn't believe an elf could ever get justice in Kirkwall. I speak for all of us when I say that we are in your debt, Sirrah.
Oh, yeah. I
feel just as bad for those knife ears as the next man. But ignoring the Magistrate's direct orders, that's madness.
I don't give a shit about your damn Magistrate. Oh, boy. What a crazy episode. So, there were like basically two kind of epic, I guess, quest lines. The first one, confusing as all hell. No clue what was going on there. But this one was very interesting and very fun. So anyway, I really enjoyed this second quest. It was very entertaining. Next time, we will continue picking up more exclamation marks. We're going to go back to Hightown and do that. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. Please help me understand what that first quest was all about. And I hope you at least enjoyed this second quest. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me on this adventure. And I will see you next time.